Hi, I'm Robin Gary from the Dougherty Art Center. Welcome back to Making Textured Stamps. We are going to make rolling stamps like the three you see here and a few other styles. Our supply list isn't very large for making texture stamps. Essentially, you need some clay, texture items, a dowel, a rolling pin, sticks that have the same thickness, and a board to roll on. Here, I'm rolling out some clay as a coil. I'll divide it in two, and we will make two rollers from this coil. I'm using a batik stamp with the first roller that I've shaped. You'll notice as I go along here, I have to start pressing harder and in the center of that roller. I'm using a sea urchin with this second roller, and you'll see I have to do many passes over to actually get some of the finer detail. It helps to examine while you're working. Keep an open mind about what your stamp might look like when it's done. I add an embellished line using the dowel. Sorry, this video isn't centered, but you can see what's going on, rolling the roller with the dowel, and you can see the line getting put in. Now I'm going to show you some stills of some fun stamps that you can make. These also are rollers, and you'll see in the process how this works. But I took a millipede little guy. As you see, I straighten off the edges in the previous photo so that I can wrap it around this dowel. I have a slight miter cut on the ends so that when I wrap it around the dowel, they won't create a lump. And then I score and slip and put it together. Here I found some small pebbles from my yard and laid them out on my board and ran a slab over them. You can see I wrapped it around the dowel. I decided I wanted to have a little more texture on the seam, so that's what the extra rocks are there. I have this fun block of wood that is a pipe stand. I decided to make a stamp out of this. Here's a bonus stamp process when you want to make your initials to stamp into your work after you're done. You actually make a positive and then a negative. I use a ballpoint pen for my initial carving. You can see it's kind of rough. Let that stamp dry out a bit and you can clean it up with your fingers, as well as deepen the initials for a better stamp. The positive is what I use to actually make my final stamp to sign my pieces. The image on the left doesn't really show the tail end of the stamp, so that's why we have the image on the right. Remember to dry them out and fire them so that they are ready for you to use. Be sure to try out those stamps right away after you fire them. Here's a little tray waiting for my next kiln load.